Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kaleidoscope Soul Dreams, and I'm so pleased to have you here with me today. This is going to be more of like a cozy sleep themed session, so I'm wearing my softest pajama top, and I, as always, invite you to get cozy and find a comfortable place, a cozy place, whether that be a physical cozy place like your bed or a chair or a reading nook, or if it's just a mentally cozy place. Either works just fine. Although since this is a sleep themed session, it might be more helpful to do this in bed. And today I am drinking some chamomile tea. This is by Harney and Sons, and it is a tea bag instead of loose tea. My family is taking a little vacation currently, and so I decided to bring you with me and let you enjoy this wonderful scenery. I believe this is Discovery Bay. I'd forgotten how soothing chamomile tea tastes. So I don't have my usual teacup, but this will do just fine. So as we begin, I invite you to consider what helps you to wind down, what helps you to let the day go a little bit, what helps you to relax and sort of feel more slow and settled in your body. And sometimes this may be a favorite activity, but that may wind you up instead. So for me, I personally find reading to be very, very relaxing. And reading is one of the ways that I myself will often help myself drift off to sleep. But for my mother, it is actually the opposite. It winds her up instead, and then her brain just ends up going clickety-clack for sometimes several hours, and so she has a very hard time falling asleep if she reads in the evenings. So actually, what she does is she watches the news as a signal to herself that the day is over, and as a way of winding down, and also as a way of being informed about the world. But really, an important part for her watching the evening news is that effect that it has of being a signal that it is, it's almost time to go to bed. So just consider what works for you and what doesn't work for you, because it is different for every person. I find watching the news a little bit stressful, and that is actually something that could keep me awake. So for me, it is better to look at the news more in the morning than in the evening. So it's very funny for me reading, and for my mother the news. They're very different evening activities that help us to wind down, and they have sort of opposite effects on us, which is very interesting. And then when you are reading, for example, as a way to wind down, it is very important to consider what your reading material is, and to consider that carefully, because different reading materials have different uses and different purposes. So, for example, I tend to read fiction because in the evenings when I'm trying to wind down and become more relaxed, because when I read nonfiction, I read it in a more instructive capacity, and I like to be able to remember what I've read that is nonfiction. So if I read something nonfiction in the evening to help me wind down for sleep, I'm not likely to remember it in the morning, and that would be disappointing, let's say. So yeah, so I don't really go for the nonfiction personally. Another type of text to consider reading in the evenings would be spiritual or devotional texts, and having that be your sort of last action of the day, being more in line with a spiritual practice, and that is another option to consider. I'm just going to take the last couple sips of my tea, and then we'll get started with our energy session. Okay, so we have a little tea light today. There we go. And some matches. And so just going to strike this match and light this candle. And let's set our intention together. So I set the intention in the most medicinal ease and balance on behalf of our best and brightest selves, for the highest good of all, to conduct this energetic session to help you sleep tonight, to help you find rest and tranquility and serenity. And so with our intention burning brightly, I'm going to just set this off to the side, and we'll get into the rest of our session. I'm going to start with this beautiful red Jasper. I love red Jasper so much. It is a definite favorite of mine. Here we have this beautiful raw piece of red Jasper. And I'm just going to set this at your feet with the intention of grounding in the body. Well, actually, you know what? First, I'm going to just sort of run this through your energetic body, through your aura, and help you to settle into your body, to help you to settle into your body as we get ready for sleep. And I'm going to just run this down your back. feet to help with the intention to, let's bring you back, to help with the intention to ground you in your body and help you to really sink into a deep and restorative sleep. So then next we have some pieces of Howlite. And Howlite is wonderful for sleep and for calm and relaxation. I did some Reiki with my father earlier and put a piece of Howlite on his forehead, and he went straight to sleep. So this is just another favorite stone, and this is just a wonderful, wonderful stone. So I'm going to set these around the Howlite, around the red Jasper, and just sort of with this sort of grid at your feet to help with any to help you ground in your body and be calm and soothed and sleepy. And we have another pair of pieces of Howlite. And as I'm running these around your head, I'm just sending you the intentions of having a deep and peaceful sleep and a calm in your body. So I'm going to just place these with the other ones. Okay, so then our next stone is this wonderful peach Aventurine. This is a worry stone. I got this from the Etsy shop, Gem Rock, which is such a wonderful shop. I believe they are my new favorite. They package their crystals in little baggies of calendula and rose petals, and which is just such a wonderful treat. I had a little bath earlier and I used some of those calendula petals in my bath, and it was just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I loved it. So, this peach Aventurine, I'm using this for the intention of tranquility and just sending you this intention as I move this one through your energetic body, the intention of tranquil rest and feeling just feeling cozy, but also for peaceful sleep. I'm going to run this down your back, down the back of your head, around the sides of your head, and it is getting a little bit dark here. I'm not sure if you can see anything in the background at all, but it is getting a little bit dark here. I did want to film this in the sort of dusk hours. Okay, I'm just going to smooth this down your torso, down your sides, and just sending you healing intentions of restful sleep, peaceful sleep, tranquil rest, tranquility in your body, just feeling that grounded and serene feeling in your body, because I find that helps me to sleep the most easily when I feel like that. I'm just going to run this all through your aura. Sending you Reiki. You may hear a few noises from the neighbors. And my earrings. It is currently a full moon. So these are the earrings I wear during the full moons. So these are earrings that you may see again at some point. Okay, and then I'm just going to actually place this peach aventurine with the other stones at your feet. And and then we'll get into this beautiful peach moonstone, which is another stone that is very relaxing. And with this one, I'm just sending you the intentions of soothing your mind, soothing any worries or anxieties away from your mind, and any issues that you have that really matter will still exist in the morning or whenever you wake up. So for right now, you can just let those issues go to rest for a while and just soothe your mind. Have have some serenity. Have some serenity in your mind. And I'm going to just run this around the back of your head. Sending you Reiki as I do. And down your body. Just soothing, soothing, soothing. Just soothing anything that needs soothing, any tense muscles, any muscles that are still feeling a little bit tight. Take a breath into those and relax. And as you breathe out, let the tension go. I'm feeling really drawn to the left hip area, so you may be feeling some pain there, perhaps. And also perhaps the small of the back. The low back is often a place where I personally experience some pain, so that would be another place that you might be feeling something. And if you are, just breathe into that and take a deep breath. And as you release the breath, release the pain or the tension that you're holding, and just let it go. And let go of any attachment to it. Okay. So I'm going to set this stone down with the rest of the stones at your feet. And then I am just going to send you some Reiki. I am just sending this healing energy to you with the intentions of rest and coziness. The intentions of peaceful sleep and restorative sleep, especially. Have a serene mind and tranquil rest. Okay, and I'm just going to move my hands out to your temples. And just let the energy flow. Okay, and placing my hands on your shoulders to really help you ground into your body, with your permission, of course. If you would prefer that I not touch you, then my hands are just hovering over your shoulders, but helping you to ground in your body and feel at ease in it. Okay. And then I'm going to take your dominant hand and have you just set it in mine. Sorry, my hands are a little bit cold right now. And I'm going to just send in healing intentions. Drawing out anything that is not for the highest good. And then switching to your receptive palm, just place your hand in mine if you'd like to. And I am just sending you in most healing intentions of sleep and letting yourself receive just gentleness and ease and comfort and coziness. Okay, and then I'm just going to move down to your feet, and I'm just going to set my hands on top of your feet with respect, and obviously if you would prefer that I not touch you, I'm not touching you. Just setting my hands on your feet to ground you and help you to stabilize in your body and how you move through the world when you wake up. And let this healing and restorative and cozy sleep really sink into you. Okay, so that is where I'm going to leave you for tonight. I hope that you have the most peaceful and restorative sleep, and the coziest time. I'm sending you eternal love, and I wish you peace as you move forward on your path.